Hi guys, it's Kayla here again with another process video from the August kits. This one is TSK Summer with a mixture of PLK Layla and BPK Esther. So I made these layouts when I was getting towards the end of my kit. This is my third layout and I've done 2 PL spreads I think, but now since I filmed this I've done 4 layouts and 3 Project Life spreads. So I think I'm done with the kit. Even though I've got little bits left, I'm just sort of done. So you know when you get to that point when you've just finished, you're burnt out. So I've well and truly explored my creativity with this kit and I'm finished. So this layout I'm using some leftover papers from the TSK kit, and as you can see there I've pulled some of the cards from the PLK to mix in with this as my layers behind my photographs. The reason I pulled these photos, and they are a little bit older, is because I hadn't scrapbooked them and they are of my son eating ice cream in summer, so I thought it'd be a great way to get some of those more summery themed things used, which is a challenge for us Australians when we have awesome product releases at CHA in the middle of the year, but they are quite often summer themed, and in the middle of the year we are in winter, and especially where I live it is freezing cold and snowy and horrible, so it's not the best time of year for summery scrapbooking products, but that's okay because I made it work and I found some photos I hadn't scrapbooked, which isn't that hard because I'm quite behind with a lot of my scrapbooking. So what I'm doing is I topped the bottom and that doesn't really make sense. I put a strip of paper at the bottom and the top, well 2 strips. So I chose the craft market and the poolside design, and now I'm layering those, which I am later on going to stitch, which I think I may have done off camera because I was being super lazy and I was like, I won't film it, I'll just take stills at the end, and then I did show you at the end, it's alright, so you will get to see that. I'm just using a little bit, so when I'm sewing I don't fully adhere the pieces of paper because I don't want my sewing machine to get too gunky, so I just kind of tack it down. Now something I did with this layout is that I did not stick as I went, and this was like majorly painful at the end, but it's okay, I'll learn from my lesson and work through it. I'm using this black and white piece, which I actually don't know. Unless I turn that over, I wouldn't know what line that is from. But I thought that that might make that photo pop, which I really liked, even though my son isn't smiling. It's just a nice profile shot of him. I really like it, so it's hard to get him to smile if he's tired and grumpy. But, which is usually when we take him out on these little adventures, it's not hard. So now I'm sticking down my layers. As you can see, I'm sort of having to work layer upon layer to stick those down. And the doily wasn't included in the kit. It's one of the Studio Calico ones I absolutely love to use, and I'm running low on it. I need to order more. But I love them because they're delicate. So I just popped that behind, and now I'm adhering my photos on top. I've used one of the poolside metal clips and that yummy die cut from, I think they were in the PLK. And that was really appropriate for this one. I was able to use some of the more food themed things because he's eating an ice cream. And I'm using one of these rubber tags. It was my mission to get those used because I knew that they were one of those products that would just sit in my stash. So this was the first project I did on this particular day. I ended up doing 3 and I used a rubber tag on each project. So I've managed to get them all used up. So I killed that packet of rubber charms, I think, besides one tiny little one which I haven't used because it's in a weird colour green, which I found hard to match to anything. So now I've got my gold Heidi Miss Colour Shine, Heidi Miss Colour, whatever. It's too late at night, it's like almost midnight. Anyway, I put some tissue paper over my photo just to cover that from getting misted and added some gold shine. I think I'm really impatient waiting for this to dry and just go ahead and stick things anyway. because that's what I do. And now I'm adding some rhinestones, and I really wanted to get these sequins used up, but I think I only used one of those little hearts, and I think I ruined it. I think you'll see at the end. Now I'm trying to find some things appropriate for this layout. So I found an ice cream cone, and pretty sure I put some other summery themed things. Yep, so I'm going to use that little tabby word that says summer. We absolutely love this place where we get the ice cream. It's called the Berry Patch, and it's a local little like family owned berry patch, and they have a little cafe and they make homemade ice cream. And it started off really small, so it was really close to where my parents lived and where I grew up. And so we saw it grow from like a tiny home-owned business to now being quite a large business that gets an extremely large amount of business in the summer. So they've grown a lot now. But I love taking my son there because you can pick your own strawberries and raspberries, and they have a little sandpit for the kids to play in, and it's just really fun. So that's super cool. What I'm doing at the moment is going through my poolside die cuts. These didn't come in any of the kits, but they match the stickers. So as the kits were getting low in stuff, I kind of pulled these in to make the kits go a little bit further. Now I'm trying to pull up that sequin heart, and I totally ruined it. So, well, it's not a heart, it's actually an arrow, but I got the idea from Adele to use it and make it look like a heart. But I ruined it, but that's all good. So I stuck that little kite there, thought that was cute, and now I'm sticking down, I don't know what's happening in my focus there, that's a bit crazy. I think it was having a spaz. I'm sticking down that delicious die cut thing, and now some of those vellum hearts, which I just applied adhesive to the sides where you wouldn't see it. Otherwise I normally use a staple. And this is one of the die cuts acetate pieces, which is glittered from the acetate die cut pack. And my focus is still doing that weird thing. I don't know why. I'm really sorry. My camera has been doing really weird things lately, and that is really creepy. Obviously when you're filming, you don't know it's doing these things until you go to edit, and when you do the voiceover, you realise that your camera is chucking an absolute spastic. That is so weird. I'm really sorry about that. Now I'm just adding some more hearts. Basically the design was in the middle. I wanted to put the two photos and then embellish heavily to the side to kind of fill in the space. I don't normally do layout designs like this, so it was something a little bit different for me, but I was okay with that because it's always good to try something different. Now I'm using this liquid glass from close to my heart to apply these, adhere these pieces down, especially those die cuts and the acetate piece. I had that little string and I was kind of hoping it would hang, but I think I ended up tying in a bow. I'm not 100% sure. Tried to fit that ice cream in, but it was just too big. And now I'm adding some more Kayla craft rhinestones because you can never have too many of those. Now I came back to these stickers. I'm not sure if I applied something else or not. Oh yeah, I'm using some of the banners. I end up using all of those by one. So I'm happy with how much I used of the sticker sheet considering we are not in summer. Obviously if we were in summer and I had a lot more summery photos, I probably would have used the whole sheet, but they are quite themed. So anyway, I will show you. I'm planning on filming a killer kit video and sharing up close all of the projects I've done and how much of the kit I have left, so you'll be able to see how much of that sticker sheet I ended up being able to use, which I think is handy to see how much you can get from the kits. I like watching those videos on YouTube. I find them quite interesting. I don't know if you do, maybe you don't, it's okay. I am happy to just film it, and if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to watch it. So now I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm cutting off the excess, and let's see, adding a title, which I think I put as the berry patch, and then I was tossing up whether to do journaling I really miss the fact that my typewriter isn't working, and I used to love journaling on that. So I ended up actually not being lazy and going to my computer and typing it out. So I do get journaling done, but I flash back to it at the end because I did it off camera. Now I'm pretty sure this is the layout that I filmed, and I was super fussy about the title. I moved it so many times, and I don't think I edited it out. So you're going to see me fussing around with the title, and I ended up changing it off camera anyway, I think. So I do apologise for this little section of the video because I'm pretty sure you don't really care to see me move the title around 10,000 times. But apparently I was in a really fussy mood this day. I don't usually do titles that use these kind of tile stickers on them. I think that was my problem. I was doing something a little bit different that I wasn't comfortable with, I suppose, and it had me in a bit of a frazzle. So it basically says ice cream at the berry patch, and I put the at as an at sign. But in the end, I just took the at symbol away and put ice cream the berry patch, maybe, I think, because I just wasn't happy with it. I think my problem was that it wasn't sitting snug with the title, and I wasn't happy with the placement and how long the word was. Nothing was pleasing me, so yeah, I was being fussy. But it's okay to have fussy moments every now and then. So you can see I'm moving every single letter. And I said, I can't remember if it was a video on here on my personal channel, that I don't do the whole thing where you put the stickers on the clear packaging and then move them around till you're happy with them. And maybe after this video I realised that maybe that's something I should do because I move these so many times. But oh well, we all learn. So I'm almost done with this layout, and then I'm going to flash back and show you what it looks like after I have sewn on the edges of those strips at the top and the bottom, and also after I've adhered my strips of journaling. Let's journal about our trips to the berry patch in the summer. So I really hope you've enjoyed this process video and are inspired to use your kits, and I'd love to see what you're doing with the kits and how much of the kits you've actually been able to use. So thanks once again for watching another one of my process videos, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!